In 2009, a dimensional shift occurred in the Boldinia Republic. This damaged the ecological system of the Cretaceous period, thus endangering the creation of mankind. To avoid this catastrophe, the Senate of the United States of America executed a project codenamed Noah's Ark Plan. Its mission was to send the Cretaceous creatures to the future. Once the crisis passed, the Cretaceous creatures were to be returned to their original time.
Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome to the start of this playthrough of Dino Stalker. This is a game in Capcom's spin-off, light gun-focused Gun Survivor series, which, aside from Dino Stalker, is entirely Resident Evil-based. This is the only one that is based on a different property, which is of course Dino Crisis, and plot-wise it's sort of a sequel to Dino Crisis 2. At least it takes place after that, so we'll kind of find out a little bit of what happened to Dylan after the end of Dino Crisis 2, but he is not our protagonist here. So let's get right in here. This is going to be a very short playthrough because it's a very short game. It's like an hour and a half long. So we're probably going to have just a couple short episodes. Now the only reason I'm going to not play on hard is because every level has a time limit, and you have to collect items in the map to increase the time limit. And it sounds like on hard, the time limit is quite a bit more restrictive. So we're going to go with normal for that. Alright, so my cutscenes are going to look a little fucked up. They have either a white or a dark filter over them. But I'll put the actual cutscenes in over them. 1943, over Atlantic Ocean. World War II. Though I'm not exactly sure how many major aerial naval battles took place in the Pacific, or the Atlantic rather, instead of the Pacific.
You're mine!
So yeah, like, just a quick look here. This is what my cutscenes look like, compared to what it's actually supposed to. Not actually sure what those are. They're not Wildcats. I think they're P-50s.
No!
Which is weird, because I was pretty sure the P-50s weren't carrier-based aircraft. Now, what did that look like for the guy who was trying to gun him down? Cretaceous creatures. Also, this game is a weird mix because some levels are just like traditional rail shooters, and others play more like FPS. So it kind of mixes the two of those. I think someone gave us this future gun. Alright. So, yeah, this first level is a rail shooter level. Also, I'm playing this with mouse and keyboard, which, sort of works. The game has very weird controls by default, so I have like left and right in the mouse are like R1 and L1, and then up and down is like the right stick. Though I do wonder how the FPS levels actually work with a light gun. If you have to like control it with a controller with one hand. So we got a radar at the bottom that shows where they're coming in. Yellow dots are just enemies, but when they switch to orange, that means they're coming in for an attack. Also, this is one of the only Dino Crisis games, or the only Dino Crisis game, that I actually played back in the day when I was a kid. I played this a few times on the PS2. However, because I hadn't played Dino Crisis 1 or 2 beforehand, I have no idea what the plot connections are beyond that Dylan is in this. Alright. At certain parts, you'll get this horde counter, and obviously we just have to kill everything to clear it out. One thing you don't really have to worry about is accuracy. As you can see, I'm just kind of rapid firing, and I have reload on right click. There's no special weapons in that first level, but we do get quite a few later on. And even though we were over the ocean with no islands in sight, we have landed on land.
Where am I? I thought I was in the middle of the Atlantic.
Raptor designs are a little different from the first two games.
Dinosaurs? This is insane!
I love his facial expression there. He just looks ridiculous. Dinosaurs? Alright, so that's the end of the first level. I think we're going to go up to the end of level 3 for this first video. That's probably like 20 minutes. S rank, I actually did pretty well there. I had a combo for the whole level. They do run out, just like in Dino Crisis 2, over time, though it's actually very generous how long it lasts, but it also runs out if you get hit. And we will save. To hit yes there on that menu, I have to move my mouse to the left and right, because that's bound to the mouse. Stage 2, Strangers.
Lieutenant Wire. Lieutenant Wire. Can you hear me?
Who said that? What the heck is going on here?
You have no time to wait. You are the only one that can prevent the catastrophe.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying.
As you might notice, the audio mixing between vocals and background music is not great. It's hard to tell what they're saying, and there's no subtitles. Alright, so this is the first FPS style level. Or yeah, you can literally just walk around, shoot. This level's very dark. I might bump up the gamma a little bit. You can pretty much shoot down all of these trees. Most of them just have the crystals that give you 3 more seconds. As you can see, we've got about 6 minutes to get through this level right now, but... Oh, there's a dinosaur stuck on me. You will find both the 3-second crystals as well as 30-second blue ones, so... Usually time isn't too much of a factor, as long as you're shooting boxes. Unlike the time crystals, though, you have to actually walk up to power-ups. Otherwise, you'll destroy them if you shoot them. Alright, grenade launcher, our first special weapon. So the way this works is our standard shot is single shot, which is what we were using for the whole first level.
Special weapon.
And then we have special weapon, which is, you know, whatever special weapon we picked up last. Like a grenade launcher. And And you get so many of these that you might as well just use them whenever you get them instead of trying to save them. And then the third fire mode that our gun has that we won't use too often is Snipe Shot. Which actually does like increase the draw distance while you're using it because it's such a small window. But yeah, so those are our 3 weapon modes. There are a lot of special weapons in this game, like a lot of different ones. Some of them aren't that special, like the shotgun. And then there are like laser cannons and plasma beams that disintegrate dinosaurs. But they're all pretty fun to use. I don't think any of them is like really bad. Wow, that shotgun went right through into the other one. Nope. Sometimes you just get a bomb, it's just there to screw you over. Nope, 30-second crystal. Pretty much anything that's like kind of a solid object has a chance to have special weapons in it or time crystals. Alright, now we're out of the dark forest. You can actually kind of see. Alright, here's one of the weird ones. So this is the plasma gun. This is the one that just disintegrates them on touch. And we also have power bullets, which just boost our regular shots. Alright, we can get these guys in a line. They just zoop out of existence.
Single shot.
Power bullets are also something you get in such large numbers that you don't really need to save them. It's rare to find places where you can actually use Snipe Shot effectively. Get out of here, compy. Hey, look at this. We can only carry one special weapon at a time. I don't know why you'd ever want the pistol, though. It's like worse than your default. The way these health items work as well that we're picking up, they basically just heal you whenever you take damage. So you don't have to, like, only pick them up when you're hurt. We've got these poison plants from Dino Crisis 2. Raptors are very polite. They will try to run up in front of you before attacking you, usually. Also, you can use the various bugs running around to keep your combo going. They count as a kill. I don't even want any of that stuff. Alright, we got a lot of raptors now. Kicking around. Some of them are set spawns, other ones just kind of pop up as you go. So there is a limited number of them. Like, as we saw at the end of the first level, there is a kill counter that counts all the enemies in the level. flash effect that happens every time I shoot something, that isn't like an emulator problem. That actually just how the game looks every time you got a hit. Alright, now we gotta go into the long grass, which, as you might expect, it's full of raptors. To really use your radar here. So you can see there we used one of our recovery aids. It's like this area, I'm not sure if these all count towards the final kill count. Because they seem like they just keep spawning when you're in the grass. Another time crystal there. There's one over there. And I thought there was one like just right over these cliffs. Oh hey look, a familiar face with more polygons.
Who are you? Tell me, where are we? I was flying over the Atlantic where there were no islands in sight. Then boom, I'm here. What on earth is going on? Hey, say something, will ya?
Trinity.
Trinity? Hey, wait!
Really, she's trying to say that she's trying to cosplay as Trinity from The Matrix. That's why she still wears all that leather. Alright, so now we got a raptor horde. They're also polite and don't come at us in big numbers. There's a crystal up there. Oh, took a little bit more bullets for you. And a crystal. We're not doing too bad though, we got 3 minutes left. And not a whole lot of raptors. I think this thing in the middle is supposed to be like a meteor. At least that's what it reminds me of. Especially the arena in Metal Slug 3 for level 3, where you fight a bunch of like aliens around a meteor. That's what this arena reminds me of. Raptors down. Trinity's a little weird looking compared to the other dinosaurs. We're not quite done with the level yet. Now we've got this exaggerated pair of Carnosaurs. I do like their design, even if it's a little wacky. Their big bull horns. Alright, they're not too hard to deal with, because they mostly just walk in circles around the inside and outside of the arena. As you might expect, the head is the weak point. Now there is this rocket launcher here, which we can do some pretty good damage to them with it, if you hit him in the head. Also, they share a health bar. Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy separate health bars. We had one health bar, and we had to share the health bar. Also, they donk right into each other because they're dumb. Alright, one shot left. Ah, missed his head. They're a pretty easy boss, though. Then they just get annoyed and fuck off. Like, not worth it. Alright, so that's the end of the second level. Let's see, we're about 20 minutes in. I think we can fit a third level in here. I think the last episode of this game is going to be very short. I only got a C, though. Even though I got all the enemies. Weird. Alright, so, let's see, over the first slot. I have to have one other save just so I can load up the levels again and re-record the cutscenes, which is what my third slot is for. Because basically, to get the cutscenes looking the way they're supposed to, I have to get to the cutscene, and right when it starts, I have to hit escape to close the render window, and then resume it. And then for some reason, when you resume it, it looks normal. Got these US Army Zodiacs, so I guess these are probably from Edward City and the military base. So now we got another rail shooter level. It kind of flip-flops back and forth between the two. But we already know that these lakes are not safe. Because we've got Plesiosaurs. And ichthyosaurs. Alright, gotta make sure not to shoot those bullets way ahead. I'm not sure why they replaced the Mosasaurs. Actually, those aren't ichthyosaurs, though. I believe those are Carnosaurs? The ones that leap at us? I took a hit there, but I was trying to get that 30 seconds. You guys don't even have a reason to be attacking us. You're just being dicks. That's literally just to demonstrate that these cliffs are unstable, and they will fall on you if you don't shoot them. So yeah, we gotta watch out for the rocks, and the cliffs, and the dinosaurs, or marine reptiles, and aerial reptiles. Alright, laser gun. God damn it. I think I got everything there. Now hang on to that laser gun for a bit. Pew! Pew! I think those were trilobites. Ah, damn it. I should have shot that fucking machine gun. These caves are very dark. I think the splashing effect is a little glitchy. It's hard to tell when the visual effects already cover the entire screen on hit. Alright, managed to fuck that up by not spraying them with the bullets. Come get some. As you might expect, most of these levels end with a horde section. I'm gonna probably take some damage here because I find it really hard to hit these guys when they're going sideways. You'd think that wouldn't be a problem with how long their necks are, but... I feel like some of those should have hit. I believe there is a quick turn, but I don't remember how to do it. Nah, they got away. You only have to hit him once in the head. Alright, that could have gone better. I used up all of my healing items. I'm a pilot, they never taught me how to swim! Luckily, there was actually water at the bottom of that cliff, even though the river did not normally run that way. Probably got like a C again, just for how much damage I took. Yep. That's fine. The rank really doesn't matter when we're playing through, just for, you know, the game itself. Alright, so that'll do it for this episode of Dino Crisis. Next time, we're going to find out where exactly Mike Wired has washed up, and maybe get a little bit more context for why he's suddenly in a place with dinosaurs. But until then, I've been Shadefire. Y'all take care. Until the next time we Dino Stalk.